Doesn't look live yet. Still don't look live. You there? Refresh. There we go. Give me some of that live. Is that live? But whoa, buddy. Is that live? Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Is that live? Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. I got the dog's attention. All right. Sorry about that intro, but sometimes when you intro, that's how you intro. So, I'm on 0 coffee, but got some good news. Fresh bag of coffee. Yeah, that's 2.5 pounds of coffee, kids. Bam! That's right. Let's do this. Oh, man, look at this. Sad. That is sad news there, kids. That was 700 filters, and we're down to the last 1/8 inch of filters. You know what that means? I'm going to start using socks next. Use the old sock to filter the coffee. I'm just kidding. I got more of these. Which is crazy because I tried to buy some the other day, and they didn't have any more. But luckily, I stockpiled, so whatever. Let's see if I can get this camera just a little bit more adjusted so I can maybe stand here to actually make this. I will say, I don't like the bottom of the barrel because the bottom of the barrel of these filters, they flatten out, and they don't go in. See, they don't go in very well. You gotta kind of like press them in, and then they get this weird, hello, doggy. I started yelling the dogs in here. All right. So, I think I'm gonna make extra coffee this morning because it kind of feels like a coffee kind of day. So, let's see. Now, this is a big moment right here. Fresh bag of coffee, you don't want to open it wrong. You open it wrong, and it's open wrong forever. And that's a tragedy in life. All right, so far, so good. You don't want to tear in that package. All right, good deal. Let me give you one thing real quick. I recently, well, not recently, but I've upgraded to this kind of thing. Even though it's got the alligator clip to close, I just shove it in there. But I like the whatever. Make your coffee to your own taste. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go with that many scoops. Why? Because I really don't know why. I've never, yeah. Not sure if I have to explain everything in life. I mean, I should explain, but I'm not going to. I just am. That's what I'm using. Okay. I'm not even sure if I got that film. Is that all off camera? Could have been. Grind those beautiful beans. Grind those beautiful beans. So, it's spring has sprung here at the Elveshelves studio. It started to be spring, and then we had about, 3 or 4 days of just straight July weather. Mid to upper 90s, humid, just insta. You can see, look, oh, that shows up. I got roasted. I got my full sunburn tan done for the year. Okay. Sorry about that trickling noise. That's my water filter. So, for some reason, I think I need to pressurize my tank some more. I'll put that much water in. Go! We could add the flavor button, but we're going to pass on the flavor button. I don't even know what the flavor button does. Adds flavor? I think it just makes it drip slower, but I don't got time for slow dripping. So let's we're gonna let that coffeeify and we'll come back over. Oops, God, I hit the try button. Alright. Sorry about the mess. Maid's day off. Alright, we're gonna make some toast. Got a coffee cup. This is pretty good if you speak Spanish. I don't know if that's Spanish or not. It's a little Spanish lingo there. I don't know if sorry. I think that might be English. Lo siento, no hablo factardo, I think is what it should say. But I don't know if factardo is an actual Spanish word. But it could be a combination English-Spanish word, potentially. I don't know. All right. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had coffee in there right now because like I'm kind of like thirsty. What did I eat last night that made me so thirsty? I don't even remember. So yeah, not a very exciting breakfast this morning, but we do got a quality bread. We got this Dakota style 12 grain, makes good bread and sandwiches. So we'll make some toast with that. Got the P.O.J. That's the pineapple orange juice for those that are new to the channel. Yeah, there you go, bud. Didn't do a breakfast last week. What did I do last week? Oh, I tried to live stream from my yard, which after I did that for like an hour, I watched the video, and yeah, I can't live stream from my yard. Berta, you want to come here and say hi? Come here. Beastus is here. Hello, Berta. Hello, Berta. She doesn't like the camera. Hello, Berta. Hello, doggy. Berta? Berta? What's it going on, doggy? You good girl? You want to stiff my finger? Oh, man. I think I'm going to eat a piece of cheese right now. Does that sound good to anybody? A piece of cheese? Oh, Berta wants a piece of cheese. I'm just going to have a piece of cheese. I'm not going to put it on toast. I just like eating cheese, so let's just do that while the coffee's making. Baby Swiss. It's pretty killer. In a good way. Oh, man, I love cheese. You know who else likes cheese? Beastus. Oh, no, look at my mess over there. Sorry. One of these days, the maid's going to show up, clean the house. Just start the day with a little bit of Swiss. Oh, Berta, you'd be so much cuter if you were actually in the shot. Back up a little bit. Let's see if you can not bite my finger. Good dog. You're still not in the shot very well. I don't know what's going on. Who's in charge of the cinematography? Look at that. Whole finger in the mouth? Go ahead, eat the whole finger. Now I got dog slobber fingers. See, towel fixes dog slobber fingers. I'm gonna eat some cheese. It's not all for you, bird. Not gonna lie. That's not really what I wanted to start the day with, was a piece of cheese, but okay. How's that coffee looking over there? Ah, coffee! Hey, boy! Coffee! So, had a huge thunderstorm come through the other day. That was wild. I was at the job site, and the wind that day was, I don't know, crazy. I mean, I know, Jesus. I feel like I'm turning into a guy that bitches about the wind. But, yeah, the wind was blowing steady. I'd say a good steady 30 miles an hour. Gusting to 40, I would say. Just based on, like, sticking my head out of the window going 30 miles an hour. It's kind of what it felt like. And, we're checking the weather. And it's like, oh, already got one of those out. Checking the weather. And, it's like, oh, dude, there's some bad weather coming. It was like, oh, is that going to hit us? And like, you're kind of looking at you got your app out. You're looking at where the weather tracker's going. It's like, well, we're here and that's there. It might miss us, but if they got that wrong, it could just like completely get us. So like, we start cleaning up. And out of nowhere, this wind wall, no rain, just a wind wall came through. And my God, it had a dust cloud with it. And it was just, I never seen anything like it in my life, man. Boss man was like trying to put something in my truck. The wind caught the door. It almost launched him. Like, he went for his hat, the door, and like, it was like, oh my God, he's gone. Like, he is gone. He's gonna go. He's gonna get launched. He stayed on his feet though. He didn't fall down. But I thought he was over. I thought he was done. That was wild. And then we only get like a quarter inch of rain. It literally just, it opened up and just dumped. What I would say, pretty close to. I don't know how much more you could get rain in the sky. I mean, it may be possible, but I'm pretty sure that's about, the sky was full. Like, I don't know where else any more rain than that, you're pretty much in a swimming pool. It didn't last very long, but like, it just dumped. Like, it was like more than, I think the term is sheets of rain. It wasn't sheets of rain like coming out, it was just a sheet of rain. It was just like a pile of rain. Oh, I'm supposed to smell that. It smells good. All right, let's get this mixed. Hey, what's up, Paul? You made it. Did you ever make that chili? I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, that's really been on my mind, that you've never had chili before. Oh man, please tell me you made some chili and you love it. Have you made chili yet? I need to be put at rest. My mind. Like, actually, that came up the other day. I was like, oh, this dude I know from my channel, I never had chili before. No, come on, man! You gotta get some chili in you. There's gotta be chili. Like, can't you get like kangaroo chili or something? I was playing video games with a guy from Australia the other day, and he's like, I'm making a meat pie. And I was like, what's in that meat pie? Kangaroo? And somebody else was like, no, it's made of Australians. Well, I thought that was pretty funny. And he's like, no, Angus, asshole. And I was like, all right, my bad. Enough Australian jokes. All right, well, I don't give homework on this channel, but Paul, I'm going to give you some homework. I know it's getting to be cold weather down there because it's going to be warm weather here, so chili is cold weather food. So your assignment is to make some chili. Eat it, and then report back. I recommend cheddar cheese and sour cream with your chili. If you don't like beans, don't put beans in it, but beans, they are the magical fruit. The more you eat, the better you feel, the smarter you get. So have more beans, you'll never forget, or something. There's a saying to that. All right. One of the things I realized on my channel is every time I pull out a loaf of bread, all I have is like shitty white bread. I kind of feel like maybe people think I only eat white bread, which, not that there's anything wrong with that. Let's take a look at this. Now, something I'll tell you about bread is, let's look at this bread. Look at that. Now that's a bread right there, kids. That's probably a piece of plywood right there. I don't know what that was. There's nuts and grains in there. Look at all that. And it's not really like a heavy, like, ugh, that's gross. It's like a really good bread. Anyways, I had a whole, I don't know what you'd call it, education on bread when I lived in Denmark. Because, like, whoo, man, they got bread over there. They got this stuff, well, the best I can say it right now would be rye bread, but it's not rye bread. Or something. Man, I have to speak Danish so long, my mouth can't make the words. Rye bread, rubel. Anyways, this stuff, like, it was so dense that if you were, like, trying to hang a piece of drywall on the wall and you didn't have a hammer, you could get this rye bread, you could use that. Ding, 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 ding. And it came in these little mini loaves, like about that big and like that tall, like half. It would be like half of one of these. Like, it's a bread loaf that when you slice it, you get sliced that big. And they would do open face sandwiches. But this bread was so intense. Where's Berta? She's right here. Berta, come here. Come here. Come here. She had a piece of cheese earlier. There's the beastess. Hey, baby. You sniff my finger? You gonna bite my finger? Don't bite my finger. Good girl. Stop skins. Yeah, the girl. Other paw. Yeah, the girl. That was a weak fiber. Anyways, this rye bread. Woo, but they make these little open face sandwiches, and it was really fun because, like, I don't know, like when I eat lunch, I just make a sandwich to eat a lunch, and then like I go do something else the rest of the day. Over there, it kind of seemed like when they made lunch, it was like that was something they were doing that day, was making lunch. Like, it was an event. Like, they'd just hang out and eat lunch all day. Anyways, maybe it was just the weekends. I might be exaggerating. They put this spread out with all these little slices of cold cuts and vegetables and all this stuff, and this liver pate, which I just couldn't even do at all. I couldn't do it. Liver pasta is what they call it. Ooh, I couldn't do it. And you make these little open face sandwiches. They're like 3 to 4 bites, maybe 2 bites if you're a maniac, maybe 5 bites if you're not. But you like put a little piece, like they put a little slice of cucumber on there, and the rye bread was just like, man, that was tough. I struggled with that. They also had this amazing thing called a bakery that it would go to buy bread at. A bakery, that's a concept. We have bakeries here, but like, my bread comes from the grocery store. You just buy it and take it home and eat it. Well, I feel like I'm telling bread stories. Let's tell some more bread stories. When I was in Paris, I bought a baguette because I thought that was a very French thing to do while in Paris, and I ran around Paris like an idiot with a baguette because I just figured, like, what else do you do when you're in Paris? That was back when Paris was still like a place you wanted to be. Haven't been there in a while, so I can't imagine what it's like now. I'm sure it's not a place you'd want to run around with a baguette in your hand. You know, that was, what would that have been? 25 years ago or some shit. I don't even, a long time ago. I had a French girl with me in Paris, and she was like, Jesus, the people from Paris are assholes. She was French, too. I thought that was pretty funny. Because we'd go into there was a group of us, we would go into like a store and like ask a question the best we could, and obviously I don't speak French. If you ever met a French person, that's offensive to them because they're French. And you know they speak English, but they just pretend they don't. And it's like, dude, I'm trying to give you money. I want to buy this thing. You don't understand. Like, even I can understand what you're saying, and I don't speak French. And you can't understand what I'm saying? They made a French girl with us who was like, 100% French, spoke French. And she's like, those guys are assholes. Like, they're just shit-talking you. It's like, well, they're French. I guess they're Parisian. I guess that's a different thing. So yeah, got the baguette in France. Oh, forgot to talk about this. Here we go. Okay, it's 100% juice when properly reconstituted. You're supposed to put, wait a second, apple juice. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, my toast just popped up too. Ingredients: pineapple concentrate, flavored or filtered water, orange juice concentrate, apple juice concentrate. All right. I'm upset. What's going on here? They put apple juice in my pineapple juice? I don't think that's what pineapples are made of. Are pineapples made of apples? Whatever. How that toast turned out kind of burnt. Burnt toast! Let's get the butter extruder out. Oh, the butter extruder kind of launched a little bit at the end there, but we'll still eat that. I may or may not have left my butter extruder out on accident. If I don't make it, it's because of the temperature of the butter. Got to enjoy watching your videos. Are you going to start the garden? Yeah, no, the garden is kind of started. I need to get some. Oh, I just put too much butter. Potatoes are in. I bought some tomatoes and some peppers, and they're in the window in the other room. And I forgot to water them like one day, and I almost killed them all. It's the weather. Like, I think Monday of last week, I wore a winter coat to work. And it was cold in the morning. Like, cold. Windy and cold. And then by, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it was, like, as hot as it ever gets here. Well, I mean, it was beyond summer hot. Like, oh, we're dying in the heat. Like, Boston had to bring me out ice cream. It was so hot. 95 degrees, which is... That's Fahrenheit, so like in the scale how hot it gets where I live, 100 degrees is like, dude, don't go outside.